If you want to improve your financial literacy, the truth is that you don't need a job in finance, nor do you need a finance degree. You just need some actionable habits that you can stick to. Financial education is knowing that compound interest exists, that diversification matters, that you should save for retirement. It's textbook stuff, the kind of knowledge you nod along to in a seminar or bookmark in an article you'll never read again. Financial literacy is waking up on a random Tuesday and realizing you haven't checked your bank balance in 3 days because your automated systems are handling it. It's passing on a great deal because you know exactly how many hours of your life that purchase costs. It's the quiet confidence of someone who's built something real. Here's what I've learned. Literacy doesn't come from degrees or certifications. It comes from habits, small, repeatable actions that feel insignificant in the moment, but compound into something powerful over time. It's the financial equivalent of brushing your teeth. Nobody gets excited about it, but do it consistently and you keep what matters. Some of these will feel obvious. Good, implement them. Others might challenge how you currently think about money. Even better, sit with that discomfort. Because financial freedom isn't a destination you arrive at with one brilliant move. It's a direction you walk in, one unglamorous habit at a time. Habit 1. Calculate what your time actually costs. Most people think they know what they earn per hour. They're usually wrong. Let's say you make $60,000 a year. Quick math says that's roughly $30 an hour, right? But that's before taxes slice off a chunk. Then there's your commute, an hour each way, 5 days a week. That's 10 extra hours you're giving to your job without pay. Add in the time you spend getting ready, decompressing from work stress, maybe picking up dry cleaning for those office clothes you wouldn't otherwise wear. Suddenly your 8-hour workday is actually 11 hours of your life consumed by work. Your real hourly wage? Closer to $18. That $200 dinner you're eyeing? It's not just $200, it's roughly 11 hours of your actual life. Almost a day and a half of waking hours. Is it worth it? Maybe. If it's celebrating something meaningful with people you love, absolutely. But if it's just another Friday night that will blur into the rest, you might pause. This isn't about guilt-tripping yourself out of every purchase. It's about clarity. When you see that new gadget as 22 hours of my life, you make different choices. Sometimes you'll still buy it, but you'll do it consciously, knowing exactly what you're trading. Your time is the one currency you can never earn back. Knowing its real price changes everything. Habit 2. Automate the basics. Your brain makes about 35,000 decisions a day. Should I transfer money to savings? Doesn't deserve to be one of them. Every time you manually pay a bill or tell yourself, I'll move money to savings this weekend, you're burning willpower. And willpower is like your phone battery, it drains throughout the day. By evening, when you finally sit down to handle finances, you're running on 2% and suddenly that transfer can wait until tomorrow. Except tomorrow never comes. Automation is the cheat code. Set up your paycheck to split automatically, 70% to check-in, 20% to savings, 10% to investments, or whatever your numbers are. Schedule bill payments so they happen without you lifting a finger. Your gym membership, Netflix, insurance, all paid before you even remember they exist. The beauty isn't just avoiding late fees, though that's nice, it's the mental freedom. You're not carrying around this low-grade anxiety of, did I pay that thing? Or the guilt of, I should have saved this month. It just happens, like breathing. Start absurdly small if you need to. Automate one $25 transfer to savings each payday. That's it. Once it's running invisibly in the background, add another automation, then another. Within a few months, you'll have built a financial system that runs itself. Your future self, the one with a growing emergency fund and zero late fees, will thank you for the 5 minutes it took to set up. Habit 3. Monthly money date/check-in. Think of this as a monthly health checkup, except for your wallet. Block off 30 minutes once a month, first Sunday, last Friday, whatever works, and actually look at where your money went. Not in a judgmental, why did I spend that way, but with genuine curiosity. Pour some coffee, open your banking app, and just observe. The 50-30-20 rule gives you a framework. Roughly 50% of your income should cover needs. Rent, groceries, utilities. 30% for wants, restaurants, hobbies, that vintage record you couldn't resist. and 20% for savings and debt payoff. Your numbers might look different, and that's fine. The point is having a baseline to measure against. What you'll discover is fascinating. Maybe you're spending $180 per month on subscriptions you forgot existed, or your occasional coffee habit is actually $120 monthly. Not saying stop, just know. Patterns emerge when you pay attention. You might notice your grocery bill spikes when you shop hungry on Thursdays, or that you impulse buy when stressed. This is also when you get proactive. Move money between categories if last month felt tight in one area. Adjust next month's plan based on what you learned. You stop feeling like money just happens to you. 30 minutes a month transforms you from passenger to driver. You're not controlling every dollar obsessively. You're steering with intention. Habit 4, assets versus liabilities. Most people think they're building wealth when they're actually just collecting expensive stuff. An asset puts money into your pocket over time. A liability pulls money out. A rental property that generates $800 per month. Asset. Dividend paying stocks that send you checks quarterly. Asset. That brand new car sitting in your driveway, losing 20% of its value the moment you drove it home, plus insurance, gas, and maintenance. Liability. This gets uncomfortable fast because we've been taught that owning things equals success. Big house, nice car, latest tech. But if those things are draining your bank account monthly, you're not wealthy, you're just well decorated. Before any significant purchase, ask yourself, will this make me money or cost me money over time? Not every liability is bad. You need a car to get to work, a home to live in. But understanding what you're buying matters. That $50,000 luxury SUV is a choice to exchange wealth for status. Fine, just be honest about it. Meanwhile, that uncomfortable old couch, if it means you can invest an extra $200 per month into index funds, it's arguably helping you build wealth. The mindset shift is the real asset. Once you start seeing the world through this lens, you naturally gravitate toward things that work for you instead of things you work for. Wealth isn't about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and whether what you keep is growing or shrinking. Habit 5. Improve your skills. You can lose your job. The market can crash. Your house can burn down. But nobody can repossess what you know. Skills are the only truly recession-proof asset. That $500 coding bootcamp or $30 book on negotiation doesn't just sit there like a stock certificate. It literally rewires your brain, making you more valuable every single day for the rest of your working life. Do the math on this. A course that teaches you to negotiate better costs, $200. You use that skill once to negotiate a $5,000 raise. That's a 2,400% return in year one. Then it keeps paying dividends for decades. Show me a mutual fund that does that. But here's the filter you need, because investing in yourself can become an excuse to waste money on feel-good courses you never finish. Before spending, complete this sentence. This will benefit me how? If you can't articulate a specific concrete answer, not vague stuff like personal growth, but actual outcomes like learning Python, so I can automate my reporting and save 5 hours weekly, don't buy it. The beauty of skills is they compound in weird, unpredictable ways. Public speaking skills help you nail presentations, which leads to promotions. Writing clearly helps you communicate better, which improves every relationship and negotiation. Learning basic finances makes you better at literally everything involving money. Your future income is directly tied to your current skills. Feed that pipeline relentlessly. Habit 6. Reframe for long-term gratification. We live in a world engineered to make you want everything right now. One-click buy-in. Same-day delivery. Buy now, pay later. Your brain's reward system is being hijacked 24/7 by companies that profit from your impatience. Fighting that takes more than willpower. It takes a mental reframe. Instead of thinking, I'm depriving myself by saving, flip it. You're sending a care package to your future self. That $100 you invest today, it's future you's rent payment when they want to take a sabbatical. The money you're not spending on impulse purchases, it's future you's safety net when life throws a curveball. Picture yourself 5 years from now. Really see that person, a little older, hopefully wiser, dealing with whatever life brings. Now imagine them looking back at today you with gratitude. Thank you for not buying that thing I wouldn't even remember now. Thank you for investing that money. Thank you for thinking of me. Sounds cheesy until it clicks. Then suddenly, choosing to save stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like the most profound act of self love there is. Delayed gratification isn't about being miserable today so you can be happy later. It's about being the kind of person who loves themselves enough, present and future, to make choices that serve both. That's not deprivation, that's power. Habit 7. Invest early and consistently. Time is a better investor than you'll ever be. Person A invests $5,000 a year from age 25 to 35, just 10 years, then stops completely. Person B waits until 35, then invests $5,000 every year until 65. That's 30 years. Assuming average market returns, Person A ends up with more money despite investing a third of what Person B did. Your money makes money, then that money makes money, and it snowballs. But it needs time to work. Starting at 25 versus 35 isn't a small difference. It's the difference between comfortable retirement and scrambling. You don't need to be a stock picking genius. Low cost index funds are boring, unsexy, and perfect. They track the entire market, require zero expertise, and historically return about 10% annually over long periods. Set up automatic transfers, even $50 a month matters, and let time do the heavy lifting. Also, consistency beats perfection. Investing $100 every month for 30 years absolutely destroys investing $500 once a year when you feel like you have extra. Regular contributions smooth out market ups and downs and remove the temptation to time things perfectly, which nobody can do anyway. The biggest mistake isn't picking the wrong investment, it's waiting. Waiting until you have more money, waiting until you understand it better, waiting until the market seems safer. Meanwhile, compounding is ticking away, indifferent to your fears. 10 years from now, you'll wish you'd started today. So start today, even if it's tiny. Future, you is counting on it. In conclusion, financial literacy isn't some secret code that only Wall Street insiders understand. It's simpler and more profound than that. It's habits plus mindset, repeated until they become who you are. Every dollar you spend, save, or invest is a vote for the life you want. Debt isn't inherently evil. It's a tool that can build wealth or drain it, depending on how you wield it. Savings aren't about deprivation, they're about options. Investing isn't gambling, it's planting seeds you'll harvest later. Alignment is the thread connecting everything. When your money moves in the same direction as your values, when your daily choices reflect your long-term vision, when your spending matches what you actually care about, that's when financial stress transforms into financial peace. None of this requires a finance degree or a six-figure salary. It requires honesty about where you are, clarity about where you're going, and the discipline to take small actions consistently. Automate one transfer, read one book, skip one impulse purchase. Have one money conversation with yourself each month. 5 years from now, you'll either have built something or you won't. The difference won't be luck or timing or some dramatic breakthrough. It'll be whether you started today and kept going. Your financial freedom isn't coming from a lottery ticket or an inheritance. It's coming from the unglamorous work of aligning your choices with your future. So start. Start small, start messy, start scared. But start. The version of you that's free, secure, and in control is waiting on the other side of these habits. Go meet them. Go meet them.